Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be trying to get back to life this nice Nakamichi Dragon. It looks like it's been preserved pretty well. The only thing I see like a little bit degradation of the text on these two buttons. Everything else looks fine. It's come with the shipping issue. So what we will be doing, we will be disassembling and trying like to make tape transport single piece again, right? Let's see how it will come up and see you soon. Okay guys, I have opened it. What I can see, owner tried like to preserve it from the doing more damage during additional shipping. He sent it to me, so that I will be removing. This deck has lots of mods, so probably it's one of the early series. Let me check. It's 1983. What else I mentioned? Like the headwear. Let me try to do it. Come on. It just won't get focused. Yeah, headwear is significant. As you see, this worn area, it's white. So the narrower it is, the better it is. And I feel like a little bit of wobbling on the capstan, so I'm not sure. We will need to check how it will work or if it's worn to the edge. All right, starting to work on this deck. Let me pull out the tape transport and I see you soon. All right, we have tape transport out. So both like pins like holding like stands holding this tape transport broken from this side. Other side still looks fine. So I will do cleanup, lubrication, idler replacement as usual, and then I will drill through and install two long screws on this side, and I hope it will keep it much better than before. At least will prevent from the similar accidents. All right, now let me start working on it. You've seen it multiple times how I do it on my videos. So remove board, remove this plate, remove capstans, FG coils, and then I split it apart. Pretty the same, pretty similar. This belt, I see it's slipping. It's needs replacement. It's not even. See, it goes with bubbles. All right, that's how everything look like. All right, let me work on it. See you soon. I'm continuing this assembly. You see this guy has been in the service before. So you see this locker. That is not original. Right. I've seen multiple other signs, and I believe either tire was replaced but quite ago, maybe 10-15 years ago. All right, let me see what I can do with this guy. And here guys, when I'm trying to assemble, I mentioned that the idler sits not in parallel to the board, so probably damage has bent the lever. So let me pull it straight and then I will continue assembly. That's really strange, never seen this before. And yes, as you may see, it was bent, and I'm quite surprised, I'd never seen this. Let me fix it and assemble straight. Here guys, I'm continuing testing, and I'm not sure who was servicing before me, but that's what I mentioned. Like, I'm looking from the top, that left pinch roller don't goes up. I reverse the transfer and I see that spring is not sitting in the place and it's bent, so I need to restore it and make sure that it will work. it's going back and forth, so no weak friction. So I believe it just was like bent accidentally. I'm not sure what they did. Let me fix it. Finally, guys, I'm assembling the major part, top and bottom, clean it, lubricated everything, ready to go. The last piece is to replace belt in the azimuth position. It's relaxed, it needs to be a little bit tighter, so it's not complex. Pop out here, then push this a little bit to give a space to put the belt right there and replace it. Watch my other videos where I did it in more details. Alright, Susan. Here's the old belt removed. I popped up here, but before I remember we need to unscrew these two black screws right there to let it go up, and then pop it here and be able to remove the belt. Let me install the new one, Susan. Alright everyone, finally everything assembled. I validated that azimuth wire now works properly. I validated that motor works. So next step would be to drill holes here, install it into the tape transfer, or into the deck body, and then like validate that everything works. That would be for tomorrow. Tonight is already late, so I hope I will be able to complete it in a few days. See you soon. Hello everyone. That is the next day. I was working on this deck. I assembled the transport using the 6 by 32 screws, long one. It's fixed, and while I was assembling, I mentioned that I missed this issue right here. It's already someone tried to fix with the teeny screw. It didn't work, as you may see. So I removed this headphone connector from place to get access, and let me make it nice. All right, let me fix it, because right now door is like, see, it will not work well. All right, that's the final results. Nothing moves, door opens, see, everything is steady. So what I did, I removed both these plastic parts, used 3 by 32 drill and make a hole and install it tightly along, like maybe like that till here. All right, the 2.5 millimeter screw, and it's now holds really well. And you don't need to remove everything. You just like lose these 2 screws which hold this aluminum part, and you can pull it aside a little bit to get access and do whenever you need to. All right, good. Now let me connect everything and let's test if it will work now. All right. The more I work with this deck, the more issues I find. So that's not the first service, and that's not the first problem. I believe it went through. So like when I was installing this rod here, you see it was already zip tied because it didn't hold on the power button, and it should technically. So I would probably add like soft, or like hot glue there, so it hold well. All right, so first power on. Just connected, everything assembled, didn't test myself yet. Will it work? All right, capstans rotating. Okay, I get azimuth to center position. That's good. Door closes, opens well. Fast forward works. Rewind works. Counter works. Playback. Engages. Reverse. Engages as well. So, first test passed. Now let me clean everything, like prepare like to test electrical parameters, and let's see how well this deck performs. See you soon. All right. So after good cleaning with rubber renew for rubber rollers and isopropyl for everything else, demagnetizing, I'm finally ready to try how it will play. Okay, need to turn it on first. All right, that's good. In its place and even found an azimuth. That's good. All right. Next, let me check playback parameters. I will connect my oscilloscope and generator. And let's see the levels. Let's see how everything works. What tuning is needed and so on. See you soon. Here, guys. You hear yourself? That's the sound of the worn bearings. I told you that I haven't like initially when I tried, like when you try to move them up and down, they have some wobble. Yeah, right one and left one. That's what's happening. That's when pinch roller pushes capstan shafts into the bearings and they have the groove already grinded over the years. They just like start to stuck there, and they like motors cannot rotate the same easily. At this point we need discussion with the owner what to do next. All right, because that is unusable condition. You hear yourself. Starts with Flutter and after like 30 seconds it starts to slow. It gets a little bit better. Let's see if it will keep it at least with the Flutter, not with the valve. There are still some valve, as you may see. Let me run it more, maybe it's a little bit normalized, but I will monitor the temperature of the transistors. Now I've got a fancy device for that. It's a laser pointed. Let me get it. I believe it's right here. So if it was a little bit too loud. And now we can do like that. See, laser pointer and the temperature in Celsius, 30.5. Why it's so hot here? I'm not quite sure. Transistors. 39.5. All right. Another one. 36.4. All right. Let's be given some workout and let's see if it will stabilize or it will get worse or whenever it will be happening. See you soon. All right. I'm testing the torque and it's a little bit low. It's about 35, almost in range, like 40 will be in range. And back tangent is 8, which is good. Usually I measure like on Nakamichi 55. All right. And what I mentioned also, you see the fancy diode, like we use purple light, so it was replaced with ether. I don't know, like considering all this construction, like this deck has a pretty interesting long life. I don't know what to say. All right, looking further, what I can do with this deck. Well, guys, I measure it more, and I measure the transistors don't get overheat. So my conclusion didn't work well. So I decided to look more, and I found that Capstan has been heavily done with ferric chloride, right? So I use it like sandpaper, which I use for head lapping, very teeny, like micron level, submicron, and like worked out capstan shafts a little bit. And we have pretty super 3 kilohertz is technically no wow in Flutter, and that is a good sign. All right. So sorry, looks like my headphones just fall down. So you hear yourself, it's like tenfold better than it was before. Still a little bit, not at the Dragon level, but much better than before. Still a little bit fluttering. I'm not sure what else I can do. That's how it looks like now. I probably will do a little bit more to see if I can reduce this flutter. See you soon. Hey guys, I'm continued testing, and like the more technically it's plays fine now in the forward direction. Yeah, it's tape without signal, that's why it's clicking. So let's make it in the middle. And it tries to find signal, but it's just not there. All right, but in the reverse position, that's where I see a problem. Okay, let me see if I can restart. Hey everyone, here I found one more issue. When I play in the fast forward position, tape is straight and it looks nice, and I test it and plays good. When I play in reverse, tape is bubbling above the head, as you may see. That's mean another mechanical issue, and I met it frequently with early series of the Dragons, right, from 82 and 1983. It happens. So what to do? I will check how pinch rollers touches capstans. That was one of the important parts. And I will check if we have a proper percentage of, like, when one capstan running quicker than other, it's tuned with the shorts on the board. If not, so that would be maximum as I can get with this deck. It will play only fast forward, only in the forward position, not reverse. See you soon. Here guys, I'm testing what I'm doing. I'm rotating this large gear slowly with my finger, and with my other hand I'm rotate capstans to see when they both start in touching, and it's exactly the same time. So I'm rotating, and as soon as I do a little bit more, they both start in rotating. You see, both at the same time. It was just a teeny bit more. So that's the first problem which was known for that. So I see that it is not that problem. Okay, that's why Willy Herman don't want to work on these decks anymore after all these years. They just like pretty hard to get running well. All right, now let me see the shortcuts, and we will make our conclusion. See you soon. And guys, shortcuts are right there. You see, forward position B and rewind position A. Okay, now let me check service manual and see if we can increase a little bit how one capstan will get quicker in the reverse mode. If you can then fix it, see soon. All right, everyone. I'm just checking these adjustments for these shorts. Like in this generation, they have B, C here when we have AB and ABC here. And it looks like for forward mode, they have 0.2% set, which is fine. It can go even to 0.3% difference. But for reverse mode, we already like short, open, open. It's at 0.4%, and it still don't give enough tension. So at this point, I'm not sure if I would be able to fix it. I will think a little bit more. See you soon. And that's really interesting. I remove the tape, install it again, and it's tensioning the tape, and now in both directions it keeps it running. So you see, reverse. It's not bubbling it anymore. So that was happening with the first generation I was working before. Sometimes they're fine, sometimes they bubble. That makes me think about the additional information, the service bulletin, that they extended them RC chain to extend the time which is required between forward and reverse, but I'm really not sure how it may help. In this case, I believe the only thing which is happening, like when we install tape and it's when it's not tensioning it, right? Like let me give like that, right? So we install it and it should get tensioned. Okay, right. And let's see. Sorry, it's pretty hard to navigate in such conditions. Okay, azimuth just went off. Fully, see, and tape is not tensioned yet. All right, fast forward. Tape is not sitting straight. It's right there, as you may see. It's because it's cut. So we need to put it back inside. Right. As the tape is inside, it should work now. Okay, try again. Yeah, it's because the signal on the tape. Alright. Does it bubble? I don't see it. Try again. Okay, now it works. Alright, let me play more with this. Probably it just like occasionally will not work, but I really want to test it more and longer. Alright, looks like it was needed some workout because I tried to install multiple tapes and like in reverse they never played high frequencies and it was struggle to find them. And now here forward is fine, reverse. Now you have high frequencies now. Every time. So it just worked out. So probably like parse gets into the position. I don't know what's happened because like I've met this before. Like my first Dragon was doing that, but I had pinch rollers touching not at the same time, and that's where it was doing bubbling. That's where I would have, if you remember my video, I had to adjust so they touch at the same time, and then this effect is gone. And right now, I'm not sure what happened because I didn't do anything. I let it sit, I try it again, and it works. Let's see one more time. Some old recordings. It's not bubbling. I'm not seeing it. That's good. It wouldn't be able to find azimuth on this tape. Alright, but it works now in both directions. Good. Alright, I will test more, but at this point I consider that this issue is temporary gone. I will hope it will gone like forever. This deck has a rough life, and like someone applied ferric chloride or capstans, and it's a little bit too aggressive. It makes crystals which can harsh your tape. So after you do it, you need to use a little bit of pretty thin, like 1 micron or 2 micron sandpaper, just like to flesh it out. Make sure that those are smoother and will not be so harsh on your tape and pictures. All right, now it works. Now we have high frequencies right away. That means that tape is not bubbling anymore. Good. So you follow my conclusions. Like, I don't hide anything. I'm usually like talk with you, trying to show what I'm trying, like how I think about it. So when you do it yourself, so you may try it yourself as well. So there's the capstans now. They're smooth. They still have enough tension, but we solved the problem with a huge wow and Flutter because of ferric chloride, because they've been trying to stretch the tape between, because the tension was so hard that they've been stretching the tape. It's different speed between one and another, right? And tape was playing around, like capstans. Sometimes it may pull it through the left capstan when going to the right side and so on. And it should be relatively easily pulled, with a good, still with good tension, but it should be able to pull it through, not with hard teeth like those crystals, to put it in and keep it really, really hard with crystals, and then it will stretch, okay? I've been experimenting about 8-10 months ago, and one of my old tapes from 1979, I believe, factory tape is recording. I really love this tape. It was really great recording, and during experiments with ferric chloride, it just started to crush it, and it started to fall out, oxide just fall out from the tape, and it start having gaps in the sound. And that's how I lost it. So idea is good. So ferric chloride is really great when you apply it to absolutely clean and polished capstans. So you can polish them with really good sandpapers, grades, and make them mirror-like, and then you can apply ferric chloride, and then you still have to smooth a little bit, and because otherwise the tension will be too big. And tape, it will start fluttering when it will start pulling it through the left capstan, right? It will be quickly pulled in steps. That's where you hear the fluttering. Right, we should not be able to hear fluttering. So let me check again. Let's install the 3 kHz tape. It should work much better now. Let's see what we will get. We'll reduce volume a little bit. Still a little bit of flutter. But at least speed stabilized. You see? It's just getting better and better. And this is probably between left and right channel. Here, the one channel. I close the other with my hand. And this channel. Okay. A little bit of flutter left, I believe, but that's fine. You almost wouldn't be able to hear it. It's best as I can get with this deck. Speed is fine. Let me test in the opposite direction now. Still a little bit fluttering. Yeah, it's still fluttering. It's mean like still tension between capstans is too high. Alright, so capstan just cannot pull. And when it pulls, finally, it pulls like not linearly, it pulls like with quick jumps. Probably I need to smoothen a little bit more. Okay, see you soon. Okay. A little bit more processing, and now in the forward direction we don't have flutter anymore. It's clean. Okay, reverse still have fluttering and sometimes like issues with the speed. No, it's not fluttering anymore. It's speed issues. Speed is jumping like crazy. About like 30-40 gears changes. Okay, let me see. But it looks like we're on the right way. This means that we did a great job making it nice in the forward direction. It's pretty clean now. Alright, moving on. I hope I would be able to fix it finally. It's a little bit left, but it's time consuming. Like probably have to charge more for that. I didn't expect to spend that much time. Alright, see you soon. Alright, I did a little bit more smoothing, very gentle, not pushing, not pressing, just slowly processing while we make capstans matte, but at the same time they should not be harsh. You may ask me how I did know that there was ferric chloride. It's easy to see because it was applied unevenly, like closer to the bearing, the space where it was not applied, it was like uneven, it was going waving. Factory, they always do it with the proper processing. Now let's see what we get. Oh, I like it. It sounds like very low. Wow, and fluttered to me. I will measure later, but I believe we good. Forward, rewind, or reverse. Still having issues. I'm not sure what else I can do. It's really don't work well. That's the tape is bubbling. Let's try one more time. Yeah, that's the levels is jumping, you see? It's not wow and flutter now, it's levels. That means the tape is bubbling again. And I don't know what's the root cause now, because everything looks to be fine. Alright, let me see. Forward. Nice. Reverse. Yeah, you see, it's bubbling again. So probably they've been trying to fight this issue, but I believe it's always better to have like a Dragon which works fine in one direction than have Dragon which don't work in either direction. Now, so, but I didn't like how it started, really. Oh my. Again, here is a fluttering. And bubbling here. And that may suggest only one thing. The motors. Temperature of transistor is not bad. But let me see with oscilloscope what's happening there. See you soon. Alright, here finally have it. So that's the right motor. Come on. Work, please. That's the right motor. That's how it should be. Amplitude is about 4 to 6 volts. That's the proper, right? And that's the left motor. So I was measuring here on the port for the right channel, okay? And the left port for the left channel. And we have one transistor short. You see, just one is working. And it's working sporadically. So I need to find and replace which one. Right, see you soon. Alright. So after additional investigation, I believe that I replaced 2 transistors here. It didn't help. So continue investigation, and I signal kind of losing half of it. And when I look in the control signals, I see the issue. Let me show you. So that goes from, come on. Yeah, that's from one Hall sensor, that's from the other Hall sensor. It should be fine. And here is the result, and I don't like result. It should not look like. If you will check on the other one, control signal should look like that. You see? Oops, come on, sorry. Like that. That should what we get. Here we get in this one. Well, maybe it's an issue with Hall sensors. I'm not quite sure yet, so I will continue my investigation. It's easy to do. I will just try to replace the wires between channels and see how other motor will work like. See you soon. Hey guys, I haven't replaced the control chip 4558 and resoldered this connector and was going through and see what I found. Take a look right here in the middle. This capacitor is not soldered. So I believe this may be a culprit. That's why it sometimes works, sometimes not. So I have to carefully resolder it, and let's test again. And finally, everyone, so that's a fix-it motor. That's how it should look like, and that's the other one. Okay, it gives like peak to peak. Come on, it's 2.4 volts when it's in the standby mode, and this one gives 216 volts, which is good. And if you will click play in any direction, that should go between 4 and 6 volts peak to peak. Okay, having 3.2, very low, that is good. And other motor 3.2, which is either good. Remember when we've been talking about the very worn Capstan I was working a couple of years ago, very worn Dragon. Those were like 8 volts and going to 16 volts, peak to peak. All right, I suppose it's fixed now. I replaced 2 transistors and 1 op-amp. Technically they were good, but I had to spend time and find the reason. Right, now let me measure one Flutter. Let's listen together. See you in a moment. And now I like it. 3,000 even. 29999. 3,000 even. Reverse. A little bit worse. But not drastically worse. 2998. 2997. Good. Try again. Fast forward. 2998. 2999. Good. It's been a long day for me. Maybe 20 minutes for you. All right, I've done with this part. Next, let me check how it will play tapes in both directions. Will it stop doing what it was doing? Oh, there is no sound. Sorry, need to fast forward a little bit. I hope it will stop finally bubbling the tape. Okay, azimuth still needs to be properly adjusted, but at least it's not bubbling anymore. It starts right away in the reverse direction. Good. All right, now you will know that you have to check these 2 points with oscilloscope on these 2 ports, and they should give you sinusoidal wave, which will go to the Capstan motors. All right, then everything is fine. All right, Susan. All right, and I'm now testing with the factory tape, and it's plays with Dolby, super nice, lots of high frequencies, no bubbling, works right away. Alright, as you may see, it works every single time. Let's do clean experiment one more time. Install the tape, and can reverse it. All right, I believe now I can assemble it. It should work fine. Next would be electrical testing and tuning season. Hey guys, and after all, we came to the next problem, which I observe. It's a frequency response. I disconnected the azimuth motor now, so we have a fixed azimuth which is proper, and that's what I see. Left and right channel degrade slowly with the frequency, and left even like does a worse job than the right one. What I will do, I will try to check the height of the head if it's proper, because this may affect. I will check levels on the 400 Hz, set them up, and like see how everything will like come up. So far, I don't like what I see. Usually Dragon should like really extend the range, and on this tape like all good the actual +2 decibel, sometimes +3 decibel Nakamichi on 15 kHz, and we see like -3 -5 decibel drop. Season. Well guys, I tuned head height, it was off. I tuned azimuth. I used my Nakamichi recorded tape with factory settings, so that was on the fully factory settings, never opened. So I have the tape with levels, and what I observe that on 1 kHz it shows zeros. Okay, 3 kHz. Alright, so 1 kHz, technically 1 volt now at proper levels. 3 kHz, it's -1 decibel. See, 1 decibel lower than 1 kHz, and 8 kHz, that's where things go bad. Alright, so 3 decibel lower on the right channel and 4 decibel lower on the left channel. And if we go higher, that will get even worse. Still 8 kHz. And it's chrome tape. I need to adjust. I need to use 70 micro. Oh no, it's normal tape. Sorry. And like, it's even don't measure. That low it gets. 15 kHz. So had to use like 200 here, 200 here. That's the difference on 15 kHz. And it's 4 decibel lower on the right and 10 decibel lower on the left. That's the worn head look like. An 18 kHz there is nothing. I will try to adjust as much as I can to compensate that loss. And this deck still sounds like pretty fun. Like it's not that bad, but it's not where it should be. And like probably on speakers it would not sound that detailed as it should be. All right, so now let me install adjustment capacitors. I'm afraid it would be large values, and let's see how much we can get out. I install the second tape, which is chrome tape. I use 70 microseconds, and you see how it drops on the levels with frequency pretty quickly. So technically highs are pretty low compared to the bass. Okay, see you soon. All right, I think I did really good using everything I can. So that's the reverse direction, and it goes to 15 kHz with a little rise of 1 decibel above 12 kHz. That's how it should be. Forward, however, is not that perfect. I have to adjust azimuth manually because I have it disconnected and it doesn't match in both directions. Let me find the screw. First of all, I need to retune levels now, but it's much better. From forwards loses like 2 decibel on the right now in total, and it's gradual, it's low, and on the left we lose like about 4 to 5 decibel. Let me see if I can do a little bit more. Okay, let me try one more time. All right, that's better. Now that goes pretty close, up to 10 kilohertz, and then it rises by 1.5 decibel to 15 on the left channel in the forward. So I would consider that I made a proper frequency response for playback, even considering that the head is worn. Right now recording should work perfectly well as well. And that's where I told you that I will put hot glue so it would not just fall out by itself. So now I'm ready to start testing recording. See you soon. Hey guys, I completed tuning of the generator module, completed tuning the recording, height, azimuth. Now it's everything is aligned, and I'm testing now like on -20 level. So let's go over frequencies. So 400 Hz, 1 kilohertz, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. A little bit smaller. We probably can adjust azimuth on 15. Will be more precise. My head is not connected yet, so it's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You see left channel a little bit, but that's maximum I can pull it out. 24 up to like 16 kilohertz left channel records really great. So that's the maximum I was able to pull out of this deck, and it does really great job. So let's see calibration, like 400 Hz, source, tape 15 kilohertz, source, a little bit, change the LED. Not that one. That one. Okay. Source and tape. That's why right channel was a little bit more than 15. Okay. Source, tape. That's source, tape, 15 kilohertz. All right, good. 400 Hz, source tape, good. Whew. It's been a long day. All right, I have to connect now azimuth motor and validate and tune up so azimuth will tune up properly. And that would be it. See you soon. All right. So finally, everything is tuned, adjusted. So plays super well. Both directions. Azimuth tuning works, everything works. Enough high frequencies. I checked tapes with Dolby works, and we don't have anymore this terrible wow and flutter we had. So finally this deck is performed as it should. However, as I told at the very beginning, the head wear is significant. And when you're trying to buy deck, you need to see how much is polished area on the head is. The smaller like it is, the more narrow, the less where the head is. And then it gets wider. Finally, all head looks like it's polished. That's where like it's completely gone. All right. So I did as I could, the best as I could. The deck is restored. So now let me assemble it fully, and I'll show you the final result. See you in a moment. All right, everyone. I completed the work. The deck is finally assembled. So I will be testing recording. Type 1. $400. Source tape, 15 kilohertz. Source tape. $400. Alright, we changed bias, and you see parameters went, so we need to adjust again. And now we need to adjust 15 again. Right. 415. Good. Source tape. 400. Good. Next one. Type 2. Done. 15. $415. Source tape. Good. And we're currently tuning with built-in generator. All right. And the last one, metal tape. 415. Source tape. Okay, works. Now I will do testing with music. I will validate that it will rise fully, and that would be it. And I will ship it back. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for being with me. Stay with my channel. Subscribe. Let's push to 10,000 subscribers. I see there are like 80,000 views and just like 6,000 subscribers. Guys, you can do better. Help me. See you soon. And I'm currently recording. Source. Tape. Alright, I'm sorry, I cannot do more. I think I'm already maybe banned by YouTube, even I feel like it's a fair use. Alright, 8 records 1-to-1. It sounds really well now. I did the best as I could, so thank you. And welcome to my next videos. Bye-bye.